Hello everybody and welcome to a tutorial for Mario Kart 8. This is going to be the first tutorial of many, so we're going to get right into it with kart combinations. Now what you're going to do is go into any of the game modes that you're going to be playing. I'm going to be doing this in time trial mode for just the sake of what we're going to be doing for the most part. There are a few options that we're going to go over, so the first thing is going to be characters. You can select either, and this is just going to be mainly what I use and what is deemed the meta for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. However, you can choose whoever you want, just know that they're probably going to underperform a little bit, depending on what you're doing. Now, for general competitive play, I like to use any of these characters. So you can do the Yoshi character, Peach, Daisy, Birdo, and of course Peachette. They're all going to be the same weight class. I'm going to be using Yoshi and Red Yoshi at that because that's what I use for my competitive team. Now, going on to karts, the Teddy Buggy is going to be what I am going to say the gold standard for competitive play. A lot of people are going to be using this. You'll see this a lot online. If you don't have this yet, go get the coins to get it. It's very, very good. The best thing about it, as you can see, the stats aren't that impressive. It's very mid looking, kind of in the middle of the pack. But the mini turbo on this is significantly boosted after one of the updates that they made. So this is the kind of gold standard for karts, even though it is an ATV. The other honorable mention for ATVs is going to be the Wild Wiggler. This used to be the best one. However, after that update, its mini turbo kind of sucks. So this is what you're going to want for ATVs. Now, going on to karts, the Bitty Buggy is actually going to be the best one in the karts. That you're going to see this for a lot of worldwide, or not worldwide, world records. Its speed is a little lower, its acceleration is a bit higher, but the mini turbo on this thing is insane. So if you're going to be using this, you're going to be learning probably some snake drifting, some of the more advanced strategies. So if you're looking for just a casual play or just a intro to competitive play, Teddy Buggy is going to be the one for you. If you're a little bit more advanced, you may want to try learning the lines for Bitty Buggy. There's a lot of fun stuff you can do. The honorable mention for our karts is going to be the Cat Cruiser. It's going to have the same stats as the Teddy Buggy. However, the hitbox is going to be a little bit different. So it's going to be a little easier to get items, get coins, things like that. However, it's also going to be a little easier for people to hit you with green shells and things of that nature. The last category is going to be our bikes, which are all the way down here. The best one is Mr. Scooty by far. It's going to be the same stats as the Bitty Buggy, obviously with the mini turbo being exceptional as it was with the Bitty Buggy. And then an honorable mention, this is going to be for certain players. If you look at the little icon down at the bottom left hand next to where it says Yoshi Bike, there's going to be a little white icon that tells you which kind of bike it is. So the one that looks a bit more like a sport bike is going to be your inward drift, meaning that you're going to take your corners a little bit tighter, but a little crazy in my opinion, and it cuts off some visibility. If you like how regular bikes drift and you're kind of more used to the Mario Kart Wii style of things, this is going to be the bike for you. That and the Comet is also a very good one. However, if you're just looking for a regular bike that's going to steer a little bit more like the karts and the ATVs, Mr. Scooty obviously has more of a, I don't know what to call that, dirt bike looking icon, and that's going to be the difference between the two. So these are going to be your inward drift, your kind of sportier bikes, and these are just going to be regular outward drift. Next thing we're going to go through is your wheels. Roller or Azure Roller are going to be your best bets. They have the same stats, so just pick which color you like and go with it. The other honorable mention for wheels is going to be the Leaf tires. These are going to give you a little bit better speed on the anti-gravity sections, but for most of our competitive needs, we're going to be going with the roller wheels. For just general competition, it's going to be pretty hard to pick the wheels that you need for specific tracks. So if you're going for time trials, anything that requires these, that's a good pick. However, regular competitive play, if you don't have time to change, this is the wheel you should be using. And then last but not least is going to be our Cloud Glider or our Paper Glider. These are the same exact thing. The paper glider has a little bit better visibility if you really care about such a thing. However, if you don't, the cloud glider is going to be just fine for you. I like it because it's happy and it smiles at me when I'm getting hit with things through the air, and then I fall to my death. With that, that's going to be the end of our video. If your stats look like this, you're doing the right thing. If they don't, then something's probably wrong. You can play around with the combinations if you want. Again, there are definitely better combinations than this. However, for general competitive play, this is what you're going to be wanting to use. If this video helps you in any way, or if you liked this video, make sure you like and subscribe. It would help me out a lot. And we'll see you in the next one. Stay funky, my friends.